Well, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fixture, on this pre-match show. It's my mucker, Albert. Evening, Albert.
Evening, mate. How are you?
All right, mate. Looking forward to this. It's always a real game at Tynecastle, if that makes any sense. But I think you've got the team news for us, mate, with some surprises in it. On you go, mate.
I did have the team. I don't seem to have it anymore.
Oh, right, okay. We've got Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Seamer and Danilo. With substitutes McCrory, Souters, Dessers, Lammers, Cervantes, Matondo, Sterling, Roof and Davis. So I'm saying it is the same 4-2-3-1. People will be delighted that Ross McCausland's back in, but I suppose the talking point, maybe Ridvan in their team, Albert.
No, and Barisic's not even on the bench, so
no.
Only God knows what happened to him. No, after the last game especially, you wouldn't think you'd put him in. Well, there you go. Surprise, surprise. Necessity could be. Give him a chance.
Barisic's been off, mate. Barisic's been off, so we don't know. He made a signal, he had a knock, and Ridvan came on for the last 10, 15 minutes, something like
that. Aye. Well, he didn't do it wrong and he didn't do it right, so I suppose it's all right. But we expect. Well, it's a good thing that we didn't expect it, because you're hoping Hearts didn't expect it either, because they'll not be working and pumping the high ball to that back post with him. So anyway, you know what's going to happen now. So we've had high balls to the back post all day long now.
Aye, and Ridvan played against Hearts the last time in the league at Ibrox. So how do you see it going tonight? What's your thoughts? Hearts undefeated now.
It'll be the usual, mate. The hard fought for. Usual 100 mile an hour first 10 minutes. I think be quiet in that first 10 minutes has been already been said. We should pull through it. We're playing okay, mate. We've not been brilliant. We're playing okay. It's the front four. If they click, we should be fine. Absolutely fine. And I'm confident they will click. Because they looked comfortable during Sunday now when we're playing, or Saturday when they're playing St Mirren. Sunday, was it? I'm losing all the days now.
Aye, Sunday, mate. So, well, it's a big game, mate. It's important to keep the momentum with the Philip come on. Yeah, we've had the two bumps in the road, as he said, on the two draws when we come back from the international break. But this is the time to go and cement it and get 3 points. It's one of these games. It's another one, mate. Just won the game of football, Albert.
That's the most important. They're all going to be like this, folks, to be honest with you. I mean, there's not going to be any exceptions to this. So it's an important game. It's away from home. It's a cold night. It's what Scottish football is all about, mate. So get out there and win this one.
Bye.
I've no fear. I've not got any fear. I don't know about you, but I've not got the they usually get that. Oh, what if? They've proved they can do it, so I'm confident they'll do it tonight. I'm confident.
Are you surprised at the team, or would that be the front five that you would have picked? Yeah, because I think the defence apart from Ridvan picks itself at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, probably, mate. I might have thought about putting Cifuentes or King in there, stiffen up the midfield. Lawrence had a decent enough game. No, I mean, I'm not saying he was brilliant, but he did a decent enough game. I think you'll not see that team finishing this game. I'll tell you that right now. We'll not be finishing the game. But so that'll be his ideas. Full throttle for the hour, and then we'll do the changes, freshen it up, and let's hope we get it done and dusted within the hour.
Aye, so for the people joining us, the team is Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence and Cantwell, McCausland, Seamer and Danilo. So people say get your best players on the park, best footballers, mate. McCausland, Lawrence, Cantwell. Can't argue with that, can you?
No, they're creative players, mate. They're big Seamer, definitely. I'm happy with the players. I'm not saying I'm not happy with it. I'm happy with the team, happy with the players. But it's a test. It's definitely going to be a test. It's always a test. It's been like that for years and years and years. So it's going to be a test. But this is what fit was about. You want the challenge, you want the test, you want to see pit yourself against these challenges, and it's a good challenge tonight. But Hearts, I mean, trust us, they're in there. They're one of the informed teams in the league. we run right up against them. Same as in Smyrna before the last, that game, but the game before, they were the informed team outside the Old Firm. We hit them first. Aberdeen, I don't know. They don't need to be in or out form. They just try, don't they? But aye, so Hearts are a bit of form. So, been an interesting game, mate. A very interesting game.
Well, I've got their team, mate. I've got their team. I love their number 1 and 2. It's Clark Kent, Kingsley, Finnegan, Grant. Oh, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Numanhoff. Yeah, that'll do me. Shanklin, Atkins, Wills, Cotland, and Perwaga. Yeah. So, I don't know too much about them. We know what Shanklin can do if you give him a chance. He's not the paciest, but he is a finisher, and he works hard for his team. And that's the team that's got them 4 wins in a row, mate.
Well, you go with the same team that's winning, don't you? That's the old adage. The modern football's and all that. But I don't think they've got the squad to chop and change, have they? I think it'll be a hard game, but I do think it'll be a hard game tonight. Is that you moving about there?
No, it's not me. Carry on.
I think it will be a hard game. I don't think there's going to be no prisoners taken tonight. Is that wee Devlin playing? Did you say?
No, he's
no.
Checked.
See, I don't like that wee guy. He's a wee animal, that boy, a total animal. So I'm glad he's not playing anyway. So I'll expect Lundstrom and Lawrence to take care of the midfield. I can't remember what their setup was the last time. What lineup? What was it? 4-4-2, 4-3-2-1. They go the same way.
No, I think they played it down. There was a basis on the 4-3-3 and didn't have the ball. They went 4-5-1, mate, if that makes sense.
Aye. Because at Ibrox we did struggle with them. No doubt about that. But at Hampden, I think we're quite comfortable at Hampden, to be honest with you. I don't think they could. Don't get me wrong, they created some chances, but they didn't create a lot of chances.
No. Listen, the game at Hampden, if it had been a boxing match, it would have been stopped, mate. We were that far in front. Yeah?
Aye, definitely, mate. Definitely. 2 good goals for penalty kick, but 2 good goals, one for Wright, one for Tav for the free kick. It was a beauty, an absolute beauty. That would do the night again.
Aye, it was a magnificent free kick. You know, Tav gets a lot of criticism about some of his deficiencies defending, but that was a wonderful free kick. At any level, Albert.
Aye, definitely, mate. It doesn't matter what level it is. If you can hit a ball like that, place it where he placed it, superb, absolutely superb. So I'm looking for one of them tonight. It'd be lovely. It'd be lovely tonight. So I've tucked Southside up on his bus and he's on his way. Yep.
He'll be there. I think he was talking about just going with shorts, Sannies and a vest on, wasn't he?
Oh, that's the way he does his walking and his running. It's a sight to see, I'll tell you. It's a sight to see.
Right, I suppose we better get these phone lines opened up.
Let's hear what they've got to say. Bring them in.
Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Right, okay, so I'll just give you the team, mate, and you can comment on how you think it's going to go and what you think of the selection. Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Ballaghan, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Seema and Danilo. Substitutes, McCrory, Souters, Dessers, Lammers, Savientes, Matondo, Sterling, Roof and Davis. Albert, thoughts?
Aye, well, I'm happy with the team. Happy with the players. I said it before. How it will go tonight, I'm telling you, we can't start slow. That's just a no-go. You start slow tonight, there's a possibility they'll run over the top of you. So you can't start slow. We need to be up for this for the first minute, mate. And if we are up for the first minute, it'll be tight 15 minutes. It'll be a battle. Then it will settle down. then we'll be able to play football. But don't give them the incentive. Just don't give them the incentive to keep the pace up. You need to kill it, and you need to kill the crowd. We're capable of doing it. We've done it before, so that's what I'm expecting, mate. I'm expecting a real fast start for them, and us to match it.
I just think if they'll come out and they try and have a goal. So with Danilo and Sima, who we know can score goals and they've got pace, and then we've got Guile there and Lawrence, Cantwell and McCausland, which should make chances, mate. Now you've got to take their chances.
Absolutely. And if the day presses and give Danilo and Sima the room and the space to run into, they'll hurt them. They will hurt them, especially Big Sima. He will hurt them. And I hope the day presses so he does get the room, because Cantwell, Lawrence, they'll find them. Even with McCausland, they'll find them. If he gets into that space, they'll find them. So I'm looking forward to that. There's something different in it for us, that we're pressed back and we're hitting on the break, because it's usually the other way about, isn't it? We've got dominating all the game. So that'd be nice to get a wee bit of change, and let's see what we do on the break, because I think we can really, really hurt teams that way.
Do you mean a game of football?
Aye, a proper game of football. One of the ones. I've seen a couple of
that Sean in Scotland.
Pardon? Oh, no. Nah, no chance, mate. No chance. We're happy with the dull, boring, freezing cold, horrible games. That's our style. We're renowned the world over for it. We really play that way. That's our game. But it's refreshing to see an open game of football. It really is.
Right. Listen, there's a lot of debate about Scottish football, but I just don't think this should be one of the biggest games in the calendar. Rangers at Tynecastle, and because of the setup of a League Cup ties, semi-finals, potentially sometimes cup finals, when you play teams 4, 5, 6 times a year, mate, they're killing the game, mate. They're killing the excitement. They're killing the. It's a big game because it happens too often. Yeah, so they're going to have to rewrite this series a bit. But that's for a whole different debate, Albert. But just my thoughts.
They're not killing it, mate. They've killed it. It's dead. So they need to change it. They won't. So we're left with this. I mean, Clement, you've mentioned it. 11 games. I've been 11 games in charge or something. He says they've played the Hearts 3 times. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh dear. But anyway, that's Scottish football. As you say, it's a debate for another time. You could go on and on and on and on about it. Then you get the English just get their 600 billion, trillion, zillion amounts of their new contract. We get threepence.
Yes. But you've got to start somewhere and marketing it right and making it better for the punters. And when you play the games and the time you have extra fixtures, really great to have extra fixtures just before Christmas.
I mean, there's no thought goes into any of it, is it? Or no consideration. No consideration whatsoever goes into any of it. It's just dates to them. Forget about people's circumstances, and people get things outside of football, family life to take care. Forget about any of that. That does not matter. Public transport issues, weather issues. No, forget about all that. That doesn't matter either. We said it's going to go ahead. Are we playing Christmas Eve? Did we play Christmas Eve?
Yes.
Smashing on it. Smashing. Guys and females with their families to take care of Christmas Eve. But no. We'll put a game on then. Madness. Total, utter madness, mate.
Right, let's go back to the team. With Ridvan and McCausland in it, we're not the tallest of teams. Yeah?
Well, no. We're not. Who have we got? We've got Balogun, Goldston, Butland, Big Seamer.
Big Seamer, aye. Big Seamer wins a lot. He does all better.
He doesn't have in both boxes. He doesn't have, mate. It's the boy. See the boys on his game. He's a player. You can see he's a player. He's definitely a player. He's definitely a Premier League standard player as well. His power, his strength, his speed, two-footed, good in the air. He's a quality player. But he has his half games. He's had a wee run there. Forget about the reason why it is, but he had his half games. But that's wingers, mate. They come in, they go hot and cold, and that's been since time immemorial. That's just no for us, for Big Seamer alone. Henderson, Cooper, and all them, they all had their hot and cold parts of their career. Games, wee batches of games are outstanding. Other parts of the season, they weren't so good. So, but he looks to be coming back onto form now, because they were 2 good goals in Sunday he scored.
Yep, yeah, they were, mate. And there's a couple of things I've liked about Seaman, and I'll touch on that and see your thoughts on it. But well done to Smurf, mate. He said that last night on the show we talked about Seaman and the dates all in the papers. So well done, Smurf. You were ahead of the curve. Look, when he's not played particularly well, he still gave you a shift. Yeah?
Definitely. I mean, that game in Sparta in particular.
Man, he's gave you a shift. And there's other games where he's not played particularly well. Think back to the PSV Eindhoven game at Ibrox when he scored a wonderful goal when he wasn't great. So, as a forward player, if you scored goals, sometimes it really doesn't matter how you play, Albert.
Derek Johnson's a testament to that, isn't it? Crap for 89 minutes, but pops up with a goal, the winning goal. It's forwards have to score, defenders have to defend. If you do your job, your primary job well, you'll be fine. And Big Seamers scores goals, as you say. Dan Elio scores goals. I'm liking this. Hope we get this in right through at the team. But he does score goals. That Seamer, that goal against PSV. I mean, that first half, he looked totally lost, totally and utterly lost, and then he just turns up and scores an absolute beauty, man, a worldie, man. It was a cracker.
I was screaming to get him off the both off.
I know, it's strange, isn't it? It's just, what a goal, and all. An absolute beauty. That's just the player he is. He's a human being like the rest. You can't expect robots. No, I mean they've got to be allowed to have some bad games. We're too critical at times. We really are. But anyway, we just want a win. Give us a win tonight. That's what we're looking for. Don't care who scores the goals as long as we score enough to win the game.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about goal scoring. Mr. Fox is just setting a stat. He likes a stat. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right. Since January 2020, we're unbeaten against Hearts in the league and outscored the Jambos 23-5. All is that a rugby score, isn't it?
Aye, that'll do me. Let's hope we add to that. Because let's get back to the reality of this season. We want to win the league. We do want to win the league this year. So this game is mighty, mighty important to go a long, long way of helping us do that. So it's really important. It really is important that we get this right. And I hope it goes well. And that's the way it should be. We're not overly confident, quietly confident.
They're predicted to set up a 3-5-2, mate. Yeah. So that means they're putting to the Hearts. Yeah. That's the lineup. Yeah. So our formation's normal. So if we can get at their defence and we get Cantwell, McCausland, Seamer, and then Danilo, if we can get that into the holes in between their defensive line and their midfield line, we will hurt them.
If we can get Cantwell further up the park, McCann was going on it on Sunday. The first half against St Mirren, he kept saying, the half time he went, Cantwell's not up the park far enough. But in the second half, Clement had him up, and all of a sudden it all clicked, and he started controlling parts of the game and getting involved in the game. So it's important that he plays further, up a bit, maybe about 5 yards where he was playing the first half in St Mirren. It does make some difference. McCann picked it out right away, kept saying he's not up far enough, he needs to put him forward a wee bit more. But Clement sorted it because he knows what he's doing. The man knows what he's doing. So I'm looking for that tonight. I'm looking for Cantwell to play that bit forward. And he, by the way, he really gets involved in the game when he do it. He must know it himself. And he's in the. Remember, we used to say he used to do dribbles and all that. Do it at the right part of the pitch and do it at the right time. Well, if he plays that bit forward in that position he's in the now, that's what happens. It really affects the game, and you can see he starts enjoying it again. You're like, well, follow the man's instructions and you'll do fine.
It's a funny game all there, isn't it? Because you try and beat somebody with a bit of skill at the edge of the box, everybody goes, oh, you were unlucky there. you get the ball took after you, a defender comes and makes a good block or slides in, gets the ball. You do the exact same thing at the halfway line when everybody runs baggy and everybody, what you doing? Yeah, it's mental.
I know. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But we all know the reason. Because one is if you pull it off, you're right through, you're in their box, you'll probably create a chance of score yourself. The other one is if you lose it, well, they're right through you. Even if you pull it off, you've still got 40 yards to go before you're anywhere near their goal. So you're not doing anything unless the trick at halfway is creating a bit of space for somebody and you can slip it through them. But it's right. You're right, mate. It just depends where you do it. But that's experience, isn't it? That's what we McCausland will have to learn. Experience, when to do it.
Decision making, aye.
Why?
Okay, we've got the team again, just for people joining us. It's Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Ballaghan, Ridvan, Lundstrom, Lawrence, Cantwell, McCausland, Seema, and Danilo. Substitutes: McCrory, Sousa, Dessers, Lammers, Civientis, Matondo, Sterling, Roof, and Davis. I don't mean to be rude, but there's a few quid's worth of money spent on that substitute bench up there.
Aye, I know. I'd say it's the best part of our budgets. It's just sitting on the bench in the stands. But there you go. I mean, our Roof on the bench again. Let's see if he gets a sniff. It's a weird situation with that man. Really weird. We know about the injuries, and ain't talking about that. It's just the fact that he's sitting that close to the pitch now and he's not getting on. Weird, mate. It's just weird.
I've been interested to see if he's part. I've been interested to see if he takes part with the night, because obviously he can cover a couple of positions for you. You know, I don't think Dessers would do that for you, mate.
No, I don't. Most importantly, as I was going to say, Roof, he can score goals. that's what he's paid today. Anyway, Clement doesn't think we need him. He does it so far. How long this goes on for, I don't know. But if he said he's not getting on, I'm quite happy with that. I'll follow what the man says because he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Right, come and join us. 0141 356 1972. Gives your thoughts on the team. Obviously, we didn't know that there was going to be a change and Borner's going out the squad. We've not picked up on anything. I've got the technical team on it to see if they can hear in, but it's another injury or it's selection. So he's going out the squad, and apart from that, the team pretty much the same as last week, apart from Danilo coming in for Dessers. I don't think a lot of people would have been surprised at that, Albert.
No, two changes. One probably forced, the other one probably forced. The Ridvan on for the Barisic, that's probably because he's injured, and Thingmay coming in. You call him Danilo coming in for Dessers. Well, I expect that anyway, because he is primarily our number one striker, isn't he? And this is a big game. So again, there the manager gets it right. Rest him on Sunday. And McCausland getting his start. I think he'll play this game. I don't think he'll play many more. Well, no many more, but he'll not play the next one, I don't think. But if there's a blinder of the night, he's got an argument to say, well, if the what do you call it, fitness crew are not saying I'm near the red zone or any of this nonsense. Keep going, son. Just keep going. As long as you can. He's doing well. He's doing well.
Listen, get yourself on mute, mate, because we're going to hear from Ross McCausland.
Oh, that was good timing.
Ross, the squad are preparing to face Hearts tonight. How's the mood in the group ahead of this one?
Yeah, look, obviously our confidence is through the roof coming off the back of the game at the weekend, and I think coming into this game, you know, we want to start the game strong. We want to get early goals and continue on that form.
Yeah, what has been the message from the manager heading into this one? It's of course quite a difficult place to come in the league.
Yeah, of course. Like Tynecastle the fans are right on top of you. It is a difficult venue to come to, but I think obviously the message we've been getting is just keep doing what we're doing and try and start the game on the front foot.
The squad are on a really good run at the moment as well. How important is it to continue building on that?
Yeah, I think obviously the fact that we are on form and, you know, the Gaffer's 10 games unbeaten, it is good confidence for us and the boys, and we can take that into each game and use it as an advantage. And
in terms of Hearts, you have played them fairly recently. What are you expecting from them tonight?
Yeah, look, we know obviously the last two games have been tough, and obviously it took 2 late goals, so of course everyone will play different, you know, in different scenarios in the game, so we just need to adapt and play our own way.
And you are starting again tonight. How are you finding these opportunities and the time that you're getting on the pitch at the moment?
Yeah, I'm loving it. Look, obviously, it goes back to when I was a kid. This is everything I've ever wanted. So, it has been a wee bit chaotic the past couple of weeks, but I think it's just starting to get a wee bit more normal. And obviously, I'm grateful for the chances I'm getting, and I just want to keep doing well.
I've got to say, that voice doesn't marry up with a haircut, Albert, does it? Albert, you're there. Don't do this to me.
I'm here, mate. I'm done a bridge.
All right, that voice doesn't marry up with a haircut, does it?
I can't say that. I can't mention haircuts, mate. I'm on a cue ball here. Hair advice is not for me, mate. I shouldn't be dishing it out. He's a nice boy, isn't it?
The young boy looks so young when you see him, and then he's got this quite a deep voice there.
He just comes over right, doesn't he? But he just comes over right. I suppose that's the media trainer, isn't it? That's the media trainer.
Gets it, mate. He gets it, and for me, I just love that he's one of us all there. I think it's important, mate. We're a special club.
Oh, you're better getting people in it who they know the club, and he definitely knows the club. And he's got potential. It's a wee bit more potential now. You can see the boy's talented. It's just about settling down, getting experience, and carrying on. And I'm confident the boy will do it.
Talking about people we're educated about this club. We've been joined by William. Evening, William.
Good evening, brothers. All right.
How you doing, William?
All right. Albert, how you doing?
I'm good.
Seems like this time last week we were saying we've got to watch we don't concede a goal. We've got to score the first goal because we know what will happen if they score first. They'll just sit back and it'll be torture to watch. Torture. A wee bit concerned, Ridvan, because of the goal they got to Ibrox. You just think Shanklin will just get right onto him right away. That's where he'll play, right against him.
I get that, but what I will say is, when you actually watch Borna and Ridvan, I know that Borna's a bigger specimen than Ridvan, but that's no good in the air, is he? That's no his game, is it?
Not at all. He's not good at tackling either.
No. So, but no, it's not as if we're taking out Kerry Butcher and putting in Tommy McLean at centre half. You know what I mean?
Well, Tom McLean was quicker than Butcher, wasn't he?
But you get my point. Is the plus of his game defending crosses? It's no.
No, it's no. Absolutely no. You're right.
You know,
you just feel with him getting a bit of joy against him just a few weeks ago. He'll just go straight for him. I think he knows his stuff, and he goes for the weakest link. I say, right, I'll play up there against him, kind of thing, and getting a bit of joy. But obviously, Rangers will be aware of that. I'm a big Ballaghan now, and just give him an elbow or something. A wee bit worried there on Sunday. I thought that Cantwell and McCausland, they were targeted slightly with the St Mirren players. A few bad tackles. The referee didn't deal with it very well. I thought he did well, giving that yellow card for the time wasting dead early. But I thought he missed a few bad cynical tackles on Cantwell and McCausland. So I'm worried that Hearts will do that as well, because that's their game, They've got a few players, that's what they're all about.
I think you'll be always in for a physical battle at a lot of these guns. But Cantwell's about 6 foot. McCausland isn't he? But nothing seems to faze the boys so far. Albert.
The boy McCausland will target him because his age, and experience. That's all pros for you, mate. That's not just exclusive for McCausland. They would date everybody. We would probably date ourselves if somebody had a young boy in their team. The Cantwell one, Cantwell's done it himself. He's made himself a target by reacting to especially the boy in Livingston. So he stuck a big target on his back for all these hammer throwers to go, oh, you can get him. You can get him wound up. He will react. So I agree with the referees. They should be protecting them a bit there. But the Scottish referees will not do it because they'll see they'll be blowing the whistle every 5 minutes if they start protecting the ball players. I think they should protect the ball players. But I never did. It's not just recently, William. That's, yourself. That's just the way of Scottish football, isn't it? But no,
the song getting that yellow card early for the time wasting. I thought this boy's going to do a job, but he just didn't. You know, he let the more serious things go.
I thought he'd not a bad game. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about refereeing myself. Right?
Well, I tell you,
I thought he'd. Sorry.
He's a referee. He knows nothing about refereeing.
Get away. I'll tell you, see at the start, see when you get your supervision, you get your report, right at the start of it says degree of difficulty. And that was an easy game, I thought, for the referee. And that's probably why they put him on that game. Because there's not really any animosity between us and St Mirren, historically. So I thought it was an easy game for the referee. But I just, they tackles stuck out in my mind. I thought he should have dealt with that. As a proper referee, he'd have dealt with that.
Probably right. As for the wee Ridvan one, I mean, this is going to sound mental, but the key components to protect Ridvan for the crossboys is going to be Tavernier and probably Lundstrom. Stop the crossfield boys. If they can stop them firing across the crossfield boys, there's not going to be an issue with Ridvan go to challenge Shanklin in the air. So that's going to be a big part of it. So stop that, and I think the wee man will be fine. I like the wee man when he goes forward anyway. He's a dynamic player going forward. I really do like him going forward.
I think he's more mobile than Shanklin, Ridvan. I think he's a wee bit quicker. But Shanklin's cute, you know that. You know he's cute.
Aye,
definitely. He's clever.
The boy Shanklin's a player, you know what I mean? He's a player, there's no doubt about it. He is a player.
He's well suited to our league.
He is, mate. He is. I've had the discussion today with Southside about whether he's good enough for Rangers. It's so subjective, isn't it? So it's like your opinion in it. So you think what you think, but I think Ridvan can handle him. I think Ridvan will be able to handle him. As long as he doesn't get too anxious, he'll handle him, no bother.
Aye.
And Big Seamer's on that side as well, remember. So any defensive stuff should fall to Seamer. And I think Seamer will beat him in the air a day because he's superb in the other big
absolutely.
Here's how I see it. Here's how I see it. Well, yeah. I mean, if that's the game and we're defending, our job is to get the ball to our forwards, mate. And if we make chances and take chances, we'll no need to worry about our defence because we'll win the game comfortably. But we need to get the park, mate.
We just worry about them getting that first goal or that early goal, and then they just sit back, and it's terrible. You know, it's a nightmare to watch. You know, we've just seen it so many times. And as you say, we're getting sick of looking at them. This is the third time in 4 or 5 weeks.
Aye. I think it's the first time we've played this calendar year, mate. Yeah? There you go.
Many times?
5 or 6 times or something. 5 times.
Within a 12-month period?
It might even be 6 all there, I'm not sure, but as mad as it seems. And we never played them in the Scottish Cup, yeah? So therein lies the problem, and everybody who cares about the game can see it, bar the people involved in the game. But it's another debate for another time, all better. Right.
Definitely is, mate.
Right. Well, who's the main men for you tonight? For us?
Well, Cantwell, McCausland, Seamer. Absolutely. Lawns, see if Lawns can produce half of what he's got in his locker. He'll stand out a mile. But they three, and Danilo, if he hits a game, he could score 2 or 3 goals himself. I'm not too concerned overall about our defence, because I think we're far too good for them. Mm-hmm. They might have won 4 games, but we've heard of that before. Who did they beat? Pollock Juniors. I mean, who did they beat?
That's all relevant, mate. I think it was Aberdeen, Hearts, 2 teams, Kilmarnock and Aberdeen, 2 teams that we never beat.
Aye.
No, I don't know.
See their game at the weekend. I live out in the country, and we go shopping either in Ayr or Kilmarnock. I went in Saturday to Kilmarnock, and on the way back, came down by Rugby Park about 4 o'clock, and run by the supporters' buses. They there was only 3 buses. Hearts supporters' buses, 3 buses. That was it.
Right, okay.
So that's a big crowd. They take away with them.
They will give you it's all about the Rangers. If the Rangers are not involved, they don't get crowds, period.
That's it. That's absolutely it. And all the empty seats at Pizzodri last week. Huh?
Aye.
Jeez, it was a scandal.
How's it going to
mate?
How's it going to go, all there?
Tonight?
Aye. No, last night.
Oh, last night? It wasn't good last night. I could talk with authority last night. I can't talk with authority tonight, mate. The night is going to be, first, as I said, first 10 minutes, mate. Get yourself up and ready and fast start. As William says as well, don't lose that goal. Just do not lose that goal. I think once we get by that period, I think we'll settle down and play some good football and score.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking for a Dundee-like performance, William, rather than an Aberdeen-like performance.
Absolutely. I thought, see, St Mirren game was a strange game. I think we were on shot because we scored first. We don't usually do that. But it was a strange game. At the end of the game, you're going, what was that? What kind of game was that? It was a bit of a stinker, to a certain extent. But it was a strange game. An unusual game. I mean, we had 2 draws before that, and they felt like 2 defeats. Then we went to St Mirren, and then, they're great. They're sitting second, third in the league, blah, blah. And they were rotten. They had a couple of chances, but they were for distance.
And the Sandon Diamond was one of the better organised teams that I've seen, and one of the least they had some positive play in their game, which is
true. Well, hard-working team.
Unusual for what we watch in Scotland. But
hard-working and well-organised, let's say.
Obviously that boy Robinson.
He's
been. And he's earned his stripes now. How good he is, I don't know, because I don't watch them that often. But it was the most defensive setup we've seen at Ibrox.
No.
I'll be interested to see how it pans out tonight. How do you think it's going to go, Albert? What do you think the score's going to be?
3-0 to Rangers.
Oh, so you're that confident, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, okay.
Quietly confident. Quietly confident.
Quietly. You don't do anything quietly.
Well, I try.
No
managed to do it, but I've tried.
I'll be shy, What
you saying?
I've been out with you. You know how shy I get.
Aye, so you do. Aye.
Thinking Violet.
Yeah. Oh, tell you. You don't need a megaphone. You're out with him, I'll tell you that.
Or if you're in with
him. Right, 3-0. I'll take that all day long, William. I'll take that all day long.
I'd say 3-1, because I think Shanklin, he'll steal a goal because just to spite us, because he knows that we know he's a bear and we'll know sign him, and he wants to play for us. He desperately wants to play for us. So he'll nick a goal just to spite us. But we'll win. We're a far better players than they've got. A far better team. We've got the best keeper in the league.
See if it is going to be 3-0, Albert, can we get the 3-0 up and half an hour to relax and watch?
Oh, aye. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice.
Enjoy a game.
Aye.
And that 2-1 at Ibrox, my God, the Bears had to suffer that for 90 minutes before we got on level terms and then got a winner. That was torture.
I actually thought that was the game that was going to kick us on. I thought that was the game that you go, we can win ugly. We can dig it right out when we really need to dig it right out. I thought that was the game that was going to start us on this never say die attitude. Not to be, but I thought that was the start of it. But we're still on track, William. We're still on track.
I thought that international break that ripped us apart. That ruined our momentum. It really did. We were going really well.
We've got a caller, mate.
All right, okay. All right.
All right, Ox, it's Damarnock.
How you doing, mate? Good to hear from you, brah.
Aye, all good. Albert and William. Anybody else on?
Right.
Not just the 3 years.
Just the 3 years.
What are you thinking?
I'm quite happy Ridvan's in, actually. I'm kind of the opposite of what people are saying, that Balogun needs to kind of cover him for the high balls coming in. I think he'll be covering Balogun for the pace at the back, because obviously we've got Lawrence in there, who's playing the defensive into, but it's not his natural position either, so I think it's just a wee bit of cover there for pace at the back, which I think we're lacking, just in case they try the high balls at defence again, which we've lost some goals there the last couple of games. So no, I'm happy the wee man's in. And he's better going forward as well. So, and he cuts inside, and it's not just the same border up the wing and the same cross in, regardless who's in the box. He just puts the ball in all the time, doesn't he? It's predictable, and he just kind of. I like Borna, but I think it's time for him to go on it. We need to part ways, and it'd be good if we got money for him during this window. I'd be happy with that.
He's not even on the bench. We've not heard anything yet from Marlock, you know.
Is he not even the bench? So, well, maybe that's an injury or something then.
You know. So, but listen, it gives Ridvan a chance. We've not seen him. He could cement his place. Stranger things have happened. Somebody gets injured. You come in, take your chance. You're in the team, mate.
I just want to see him get a run of 3 or 4 games, full games, and he might get that because matches are coming fast in the next few days, aren't they? It's just every 3 or 4 days we've got a game. So if you're injured and you're out for a couple of weeks, you're missing a lot of game time. On the other side, people are getting a lot of game time if you're in that position. So it could work out good. People see sometimes I think you need a run of games to get your form up. This Orion off the bench, it's no use coming on in the last 30 minutes. You need full matches consistently for the player to come out in. You know what I mean?
Confidence when there's something different about being in the starting 11 and come on there's a sub. It's just bizarre. The man up there.
Aye. Again, it's probably in the heat as well. I don't really like this 5 subs because it even in Europe, it gives the bigger teams better players and a better team, and they're using them. But I suppose we get advantage in Scotland, don't we? Us and them, we get advantage. We've got the most money. We can buy the better players, so our 5 subs are normally better. But
did you say we can buy the better players?
Well, aye. Can we edit that comment out? Just make it look stupid.
No, you should have said we can. No, we can buy the better players. We just choose not to.
Aye, we buy the dearer players.
Aye, that's more like it, mate.
How do you think it'll pan out, Marlock?
I'm hoping for a +2 away win. I'd like to see a comfortable win, but it's the Rangers in it. We've not been seeing that. But we're still undefeated. We're undefeated since come in. So I'm going with that. We need the 3 points, right enough. That's a must, even if it's a bridge man. But I'd like to sit and relax and watch football and relax again. But it's not really happening lately, is it? We're just not getting it. But just any type of away win.
We just made that
I'll be
point.
happy.
I hope there.
What's that, mate?
We just made that point.
Aye, anyone does, isn't it? You should be anyone. The thing about it, though, man, is every year it seems to get to December's our defining month for the season. Every year now it seems to work out this way. Now we're at it again, December again. If you look at the run of games we've got in December, you say this will make or break your season. Okay, we didn't start too clever with 2 draws, but it was not a disaster. But here is the real start now, as far as I'm concerned. Aberdeen was the real start, I suppose. But here we go. We've got a second chance to get it all starting to go again, and we need to kick on for here. So we really need these 3 points. It's important, really important for the season, because we've gave them a lead that they should never have, but they've got it. So we need to now start closing that gap. I don't know if this month is about closing gaps or just staying with them. To me, it's closing gaps because I don't think they're particularly good, mate. So it's an opportunity to close a gap, and we need to stick with it. So we need to get the result. It's really, really important, and I don't care how we do it. I just fight, scratch, spit. I don't care how we do it. Just do it.
All right, last word for your good self, William.
Well, thanks for taking my call. Oh, it's a great show as always, and keep up the good work, you guys. Take you guys in the background doing a great job. And come on, the Jers. We've got to get this victory, and I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Have I just read that Craig Gordon's back in for them? I've never seen him in the team, but anyway. Last word for your good self, to Marlock.
Just 3 points, please, Rangers. That's all we want. 3 points.
The spot on, mate. It's all about 3 points. Albert?
Yep, definitely 3 points, mate. 3-0 to the Rangers will do me, but any winning result will do me, to be honest with you. Onward and upward, mate. Won the Gers.
Here. Can I thank William for joining us? And of course, the one and only Dermarna King. Great to hear from him as always. All Bear for doing the show. Fox and All School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, All School Blue.
The famous RFC. Na 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 na.